Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at 49 and Market, we have a great collection called Travel Diaries. We have a 6x8 collection pack. We have also some laser cut elements with 4 sheets and 164 pieces, and also rub-on transfers where you get 3 6x12 sheets, guys. And together they make fun cards like this one. Great for birthday. This is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, let's take a little flip through the 6x8. You're getting 9 double-sided papers, 3 of each design, plus a bonus sheet on the reverse side of the cover. I love it when they do that. So just a whole sheet of tickets, sort of in tan and beige. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. Are these upside down? I can't tell. Nope, they're good. All right, so great collaging on this one. And then on the back, kind of a golden color. I love this one with a little airplane on it. And then this one too. Oh, I didn't show you the back of this one. There we go. This is white and blue stripe. And then this one with the compass and the map on it, great. And then on the back, this sort of deep navy blue, and then there's some text writing and all the little zooming planes, so cute. And then we've got this one with the border, great for like photos. And then on the back side of this, great plaid. And then this one, a great like city map kind of situation, and on the back a collage of map pieces that are cut into stamp with a stamp edger. Great map, love that one. And then this one with the collaging on the side, and then the world, just the world. And then okay, we've got these dots, another city map, and then on the other side, mapping on this side, all these cut aparts and the border here. And then this really great blue floral, and then the vines, and then the little text peeking through, and then just the world. This is sort of a gray-green background on this one. Okay, let's skip ahead to, these are the laser cuts. These are phenomenal. They do such a great job with their laser cuts at 49. They do amazing work. You just punch them out. They're sort of loosely tacked in here with these little tabs. So when I have something that's like really delicate like this one with all these little like poles, you know, holding up this canopy, I just sort of very gently kind of go around to where the tabs are and pull them out. Okay, so they're not hard to get out. You just have to be delicate about it. Really, really great. And then, oops, there's that one. And then, I mean, this is great for camping, cruising, if you're flying somewhere. Pretty generic. It's not really European. It's not tropical. It's just travel in general, which is hard to do. So they did a great job with this one. All right, let's take, and this one you're getting the 4 sheets, so they're 2 stuck together, 164 pieces. And then we've got the rub-ons. You're getting 3 sheets of these. Really, really great. And I love the use of the plane in here. And then even just these little like whoop-de-whoops, loop-de-whoops. All right, and the back, yeah, I would even cut off things out of the back, out of the cardstock. All right, now let's get moving on the card ideas. All right, so this is a little 5x5 card, you guys, and it's a gatefold card. So I started off with a 5x5 card with the fold on this side. You open it up, you score it halfway across the 5x5 flaps, which is 2.5 inches, and then you're just folding those in. We do that a lot around here. And then covered it with this one, that city map, and I really wanted to take advantage of this border down here. So on one side, I went ahead and just glued it to one side of the flap, and then opened this side up and then just glued this side. Very easy to do. Inked the edges, you guys, with my favorite little blending tool, and my brown ink pad, I think, landed in a different box. Anyway, it's cocoa bean ink. I show it to you guys all the time. Come on, Coco. Well, it's not in there. You'll have to see it in the next video. It's listed down below the video in all the supplies if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page. And you guys, if you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video in the description box and you're going to see a link that takes you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. There's also a fantastic money saver that's right there on the right hand side. So after that, you guys, I took one of the laser cuts, this great VW bus, which I thought was so great, and I just closed the card. And what I like to do is put a line of glue like right there on the edge. That's the first thing I do on this side, okay? So that, and then I put a little bit more glue on the back of the bus on this side, so that when I put the bus down, I don't accidentally have too much glue that maybe seeped out over here and will stick to my card. So that's a little tip for you. And then what glue are we using? Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue, okay? Debbie and I love this one. And then we also love the Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive Clear Drying Craft Glue, okay? Both acrylic, both dry clear, both have a little bit of flexibility to them so they're not cracking on your card and things falling off, which we really like. And then we also like putting them in these little applicator bottles, okay? So that way you're not getting too much glue on your projects. Down at the bottom here, you'll notice a little happy birthday. And this is for, what's this one called? More Greetings Colorful Dazzles. More Greetings, I think, was the first Greetings Dazzle sticker that we did, like, I don't know, really like 20 years ago. And we did it in gold only. And then we did it in multiple like metallic colors and black and white. And then just recently Paulette thought, why don't we have these in colors? So she did them in colors. And this is our #1 selling Dazzle sticker. And we just love these new colors. So I just took the happy birthday up here, and it's actually joined. There's a little join like right here between the Y and the B. And I just took my tiny little scissors once I peeled that off and clipped it. It was very easy. And then I just put happy on one side and birthday on the other. So yes, I just manipulated that. Then we've got that stripe right here on the inside. I used one of the rub-ons. I'm going to demonstrate that shortly. The Celebrate is there. This is another rub-on. These are 3 laser cut pieces. So I glued, foam taped this one. For foam tape, we have our giant wheel of foam tape. You guys have seen this many times because it's my #1 favorite tool, and Debbie and I love it. And it is 150 feet or 50 yards of continuous 1/2 inch wide foam tape, and you can cut it to any dimension you want, which is great, any length that you want. And then I just took some scraps from another project, and then I just cut these into little strips, because these little like tip outs right here of the card, of the gatefold, are 2.5 inches wide, and so I cut the strips to 1.5 inches wide and glued them to each side. Here's a little laser cut road sign here. Here's another one here. I glued those both on there, and there you have your card. It was very simple to make. I think this would be a great one for guys or anyone who loves trouble. All right, next one, we have this is a Slimline card. This is 3 inches by 8.5 inches tall, okay? And for this one, I took this paper right here, okay? And I went ahead and I just centered it between the top and the bottom, and then I just glued it and then cut it right there. So you're gluing it down, you're turning it over, and then you're just cutting it even right there. Very simple. This is a rub-on. And then these are all laser cut pieces. So I glued, foam taped, foam taped, foam taped, foam taped, foam taped. And then put a little border at the top and the bottom. And this is our brown and gold jewel border dazzle sticker. And they just have great little pieces that you can just peel right off and attach to your card. The little adhesive on there, and they work great. This is one of my favorite colors to use. Now I'm going to take this one and show you guys how to do the rub-on. We're just going to put one right here on the inside. So here's one of my sheets cut down. I always like to say, please do not peel your rub-on and then try this trick where you're like, oh, I can just put it right there, it'll be great. Don't do it. Because inevitably you're going to get a little bit of pressure someplace else on here, and then it'll transfer. It'll transfer just like to the edge of your card where you weren't sure about it. Just take a second and cut it out of your sheet. Even if it's in the middle of your sheet, cut it out. You will be so happy that you did, because it'll get you one of those times when you try to just take a shortcut. All right, so there we go. And then this is one that Sarah Newman taught us, where you just take the corner and you bend it back like that. Seems kind of strange, but it's really a nice little tip. And we're going to take this and we're going to put this right there. It's going to kind of overlap on the bottom, on the other side. I just like to use a bone folder. I've seen other people use ball tools. Let me know, which do you guys like to use? Back in the day, we used to use like popsicle stick or craft stick, which really wasn't that effective, but that's what came with these things. And finally they decided, you know, that's not the best tool. Let's just get rid of that. I would agree. But I've not tried using a ball tool, you know, like a big fat stylus. That's just, yeah. Big fat stylus, that is the technical term. One of those big ball tools. All right, and then I feel like I've got that really well covered, because it's not about the pressure, it's about the coverage of it. And I just start lifting it up. Now you just use this little piece here that you bent as a little handle, which I think is so smart. And then we're pulling, pulling, pulling. And then, oop, I forgot a little piece up here. And you're just pulling that off. There's a little extra piece up here. And the L didn't want to stay down. And you're just kind of pulling like this, and then set it back down if you've forgotten something. It's really easy. Okay, and it went over that little seam just great. Okay, next card. This is a 6.5 by 5 inch card, and for this one, you guys, I scored it right here across the center of the card flap. So once again, 2.5 inches, and this time we're making a little easel card. So I took this paper, which I just love, this navy, and I trimmed a little bit off the bottom here so I didn't have like a border at the bottom or the top, just on the sides. And I just cut that just to go so I could just glue it like this. But remember, because it's an easel card, you're only gluing it on the bottom half of the card. No glue up here, okay? Once I did that, then I added some silver pearl jewel dazzle stickers, and they're right here, 3 different sizes. I love these. And I put one at the top and the bottom edge, okay? And then this is a laser cut piece, and I just used my little bottle of glue. This fine tip is so nice for that. I put glue on the back of that, tacked that down, foam taped the clouds, okay? 2 separate little clouds, foam taped those overlapping, foam taped the plane. And when we go on the inside, took this cool plain paper, well actually this isn't plain paper, this is just a border paper, and then this is a rub-on of the plane, okay? And then it had this cute little collage down here with the plane right here, and then added the Thinking of You from the sticker collection, or the Dazzle stickers. I love this navy blue too. The light blue and the navy blue might be my favorite colors. And then this piece right here is foam taped. It's important that one of the pieces has somewhat of a straight edge and foam tape on it, because that's our little stopper for the card right there. And then you still get to see the plane peeking out, the Thinking of You. You're really only missing Adventure More, which when they open it up, they see it and then they're like, oh, okay, there you go. And then there's another little jewel dazzle down there. Okay, there we go. Okay, finally, I have a journal page for you. Okay, so I'm using up this old journal that we have. We don't carry these anymore. Instead, you guys, we have these brand new, beautiful journal pages, or a book of journal pages. They're slightly larger. This one is 8.5 by 5.5. and really nice weight on the pages. And you can see this listed down below the video in the description box. Just check that out. And then rather, the link is down below the video in the description box, and then that link will take you to our Paper Wishes webisode page where these items are down below the video. So I wanted to show you that. And so what I did was I did a little tip out page on this one. Okay, so you could do like a whole book that is just your travel, just your adventures, and just keep adding to it, which I think is really fun. So I want to show you here that the first thing I did was do this page right here. Okay, and I cut the page down to fit whatever journal you're working on. I used a corner rounder on this, which I forgot to grab. It'll be listed down below the supplies as well. And then inked the edges with the little applicator tool and my little brown ink, cocoa bean. And then normally, you guys, I would glue this down, but I wanted to show you how I attached this page. So this page is the 6x8 paper, and I went ahead and I just gave it a score about 3/4 of an inch, okay? And then I went ahead and glued that right here to the edge so that when the book is closed, you tip it in and out like that, okay? Then I went ahead and glued this page down. This page would just get glued right here, but I wanted to show you that first. So I sort of did a little backward thing there for you. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue it now so that stays down. I really like using these stainless steel pins on these too. They don't get clogged as easily. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now I took another piece of paper, the cardstock rather, and I cut it to 4 1/4 by 8 inches. And I also used the corner rounder on this one as well. Inked all of the edges. Did down here we've got a little rub-on, and then this is a laser, and this little paper airplane is adorable, is a laser. And then this is just one of the little cutout pieces from the 6x8 paper pad. I put a little gold, it's actually the same finish as this one, and I forgot to grab it. It's the gold pearl oval border dazzle, okay? And that'll be down in the supplies. I just put that across there. This is a great place to do a little journaling, but you could put a photo here, journal here, whatever you want to do. Just a little bit of gingham ribbon on just a little paper clip. And then we go to the front, another little rub-on right here, another little dazzle sticker. And then when I glued this whole little piece of paper, I only glued it on the sides and on the back. Only glued it here so that I have a nice little pocket on the top. This is another cutout. This is from the inside front cover of the laser cuts, actually. And then on this page, added the little dazzle sticker here. This was one of the rub-ons. This is one of the cutouts from the front cover. And then this is one of the laser cuts. Just go ahead and inked that a little bit. So glued and then foam taped. Okay, we're gonna shut this. And then this is one of the laser cuts. This is one of the cutouts from the front cover of the paper pack, of the laser cuts, I think. And I just glued that on the edge. So you kind of had a little turning tab over here. Scrap of paper, inked and glued here. Left a little white space on the side, added a dazzle sticker. Before adding the dazzle sticker, I did do the rub-on here, then the dazzle sticker. And this is another one of the cutouts from the laser cuts, just added that right there. So now you have all this space. You could add photos. As I said, you could add photos here, journaling about your trip, and then it's all together. And then you could go on and make more pages. All right, so you guys, this was such a fun collection to play with. I highly recommend, especially perfect for this time of year. Go ahead and do your travels. Something my mom used to do, she kept a little, what she called her ugly notebook. So she would just have this little pocket, maybe we can zoom in a little. She had this little ugly pocket notebook, and she kept that with her on her travels. And then when she came home, she would transfer that and put it into something nice, which I think is a great idea, okay? You guys, we have not only the 6x8 paper pad, the laser cuts, the rub-ons. That is a great money saver that we have right there at the right-hand side of the video on Paper Wishes webisode page at paperwishes.com. And then all the photos are listed down below of the full color photos of these projects. And below that, we have all the items that we used on this, and you can just add them right to your cart. So if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes YouTube channel, My Paper Wishes, just look below this video in the description box and you'll see a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. Get that money saver. So this is our giveaway card, and how we do that, you guys, is we are promoting our Paper Wishes YouTube channel, My Paper Wishes. So if you're watching us on our webisode page, we ask you hop on over to My Paper Wishes YouTube channel and subscribe to our channel, like this video with a thumbs up, and leave us a comment. And then after about a week, we'll reply, congratulations, YouTube username blank, and then give them instructions on how to reach out to us and claim their prize. Now, if you don't remember your YouTube username, just go back to your home page, it's listed there, but also your comment is labeled with your username, so you can check that out. Good idea to hit that notification bell on YouTube at the top right-hand corner so that you can know when we're announcing our card winners and get notified so you can claim your card. And we also tells you when we're dropping new videos. And we do card giveaways every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so just participate in each of those and maybe you'll win a card. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.